Alright YouTube, so I just got home. I got some pictures in this beautiful FTP basketball and also some pictures in this beautiful little Supreme basketball right there. As you can see, it's got the StockX verification tag because I did, of course, get that from StockX. As you guys know, StockX is a great place to buy authentic Supreme. If you want to verify your purchase and make sure that your purchase is legit, and if for whatever reason when something slips through the cracks, be taken care of, then of course StockX is the place to go. Actually, that's where I got this hoodie from too. So, hey, shout out to StockX. Thank you so much. By the way, if you guys did not see the picture that I took of this hoodie a super long time ago, literally in the full suit wearing Raf Simons Oswego bunnies, holding the cutest freaking bunny you have ever seen in your mother freaking life, then go check that out. It's way down in my Instagram. I think it was taken almost a year ago, but regardless, I got a bunch of other fire photos, including the photos that I took today. So, shout out my Instagram, and of course, shout out StockX. Hold on, your boy needs a drink. Yeah, I don't know where the cap went, but whatever. Anyways, while I was taking photos of those basketballs at a basketball court about 45 minutes north of where I reside, I got a notification from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Drops by Jay. Now, if you don't know who Drops by Jay is, then you might be new to this channel, because I shout him out every once in a while when I do these previews, because that is the source of the information. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers do this video now. At first, when I did it, the only people that did it was me and Sleepy. And when I say Sleepy, it's SLXXPY, so it's kind of like Slicksp. Me and him actually started the exact same week, the exact same day, and at that point, no one did this. But I want to make it clear, every single person gets their information from Drops by Jay. My man Drops by Jay has been having these leaks like 2 to 3 days early, and he's just been killing it. So, thank you so much, Drops by Jay. I appreciate you. Definitely go give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram. That way you can see the drop, you can kind of form your own opinion, and then you can come watch all the YouTubers, hopefully myself included, and you can get my opinion of what I'm going to cop, what I think will resell, what I think will be worth buying, even if you don't care for it. Oh, and of course, I will be going over the drop list tonight on my Instagram, so if you want to see it early, you can also follow me on Instagram, and I will be doing polls on all these pieces so you can share your opinions and let the world know what your opinions of this Supreme drop are. Now, is this laptop dead? Let's see. Oh, it's not dead. Wow. Okay. Shocking. Let me put these bifocals on that are actually really dirty. Okay, that's cool. Now, this week is going to contain the Mike Kelley collaboration. Okay, so, Mike Kelley. Kelley, who passed away in January of 2012, notably collaborated with Sonic Youth back in the 80s and 90s, with the iconic band performing during one of his exhibitions, before featuring some of his knitted creatures on the cover and booklet for their 1992 album, Dirty. Dirty, dirty, sooty, sooty. Anyways, the Dirty album artwork finds its way into Supreme's upcoming drop via graphic prints. In the images up top, you'll see the toys on the back of hoodies and shirts, alongside other plush found objects Kelley incorporated into his artwork. Alright, that was Highsnobiety. Let's see what Hypebeast has to say about Mike Kelley. Mike Kelley was known for his performance art, sonic presentations, paintings, and stimulating installations. Works that incorporated a jumble of thrifted and found items such as plush toys. Adding into his ready-made approach to art was the Michigan natives' involvement in Detroit's proto-punk scene, which cultivated a DIY component to each of his creations. Kelley's art can be seen across multiple disciplinaries. Hypebeast, if you want to hire me to proofread some of your articles, just let me know. I think you meant to say Kelley's art can be seen, or maybe Kelley's art has been seen across multiple disciplinaries. Not only was he a founding member of the band Destroy All Monsters, but he also frequently collaborated with the Sonic Youth, blah blah blah. Highsnobiety, already let me know about that. So, anyway, shout out to Hypebeast and Highsnobiety for the information. I am not too familiar with Mike Kelley as an artist. Now, I think this week is overall pretty sick. I think there's a lot of cool pieces dropping. That being said, I do not know how much I'm actually going to acquire. So, first off, you have the leather, like, trucker jackets. That's a pass. Second, I think these are the Champion coaches jackets. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk about those because those things are just so hideous. Like, I don't even like talking about them because they're just so fucking ugly. I'm like sad that those are even a thing. Let me just double check to make sure that's what those coaches jackets are and that's not really something cool. Yep, that's what it is. It's going to be the coach's jackets because it has this really ugly like vomit green color. Now it does have fur lining on the inside, however, this is one of the few Champion collabs that I personally would not really recommend. Oftentimes the Champion collab is worth acquiring, however, this is one of those examples where I believe the tag having the letter L on it, I think that somewhat symbolizes exactly what's going to happen to you if you acquire this piece. You will acquire an L. I am kind of curious if different sizes have different tags, but regardless, I would not recommend copying this, and I kind of think this one will sit online. They are dropping these vests, which I think are okay. They have that little panther pattern that they are dropping in a plethora of items, or on a plethora of items. They have some tees dropping. What tees are these? So I think this is the floral logo tee, and it looks like that's all stitched in. It's one of their premium tees. It's gonna be between $70 and $100. Not really something that I care to buy personally. It is kind of sick. The colorways that it's coming in, that pink colorway, the gray, the yellow. I think it's a cool tee for sure. For your own personal collection, it might be a good buy. However, I don't really know if it's gonna be a piece that you should cop for resale. Another piece that is dropping that is just okay is this hoodie. This hoodie is the trademark hooded sweatshirt. It comes in a plethora of colors. It's a clean, essential piece, but it's not really anything that I would recommend buying off the drop. In fact, it's something that could potentially even see going for below retail in the future. So I would kind of wait on that. It does come in a lot of colors, so if you want an essential hoodie, then that cream one is kind of sexy, but overall I would recommend waiting. It looks like they have a pocket tee. Let me go to Supreme New York and double check. I think it's the reflective small box. No, that's maybe not it. Oh, it is that. Okay, so it's not a pocket tee, it's a reflective small box tee. That's kind of fire, actually. So the small box logo is a reflective box logo. I don't know if they've ever done that. That black one would be sexy. I do like having a small box tee. It's just a clean, essential piece. I really don't know if I care about having a small little 3M patch though, and these are going to be between 70 and 100 bucks, so keep that in mind. Next up, they have this crest tee. Now, one of the things that concerns me when it comes to t-shirts like this is that that's a lot of embroidery on a light fabric, and that can sometimes cause embroidery to come out. I saw that a lot with the Truth embroidered long sleeve that they had, and just in general, it's a really light fabric to have that much embroidery, so I don't really know if I'd recommend buying it. And to be honest, I don't really care for these colorways, and these colorways stand out. It's not anything crazy to me, and I just don't think it's really worth the $100 that it's gonna cost. So now, one of the lookbook items that is dropping is an accessory. And this will definitely be the piece that I go for personally. It's going to be the Supreme AWS Max 700 digital scale, the Digi scale. Now this is mandatory. I really do wish this was a larger size scale so that way I could use it for actual things. This really is only gonna be usable by like drug dealers. If you wanna measure some nugs or whatever on there, then that might work, but it's gonna be small enough where you can't really use it to measure packages or anything super heavy. So I mean, I'm still gonna get it. I'll probably end up holding on to it and selling it in the future. Anyways, they're dropping some box logo hats, whatever. They're dropping what looks to be, is that a Gons logo hat? It's the Connect 6 panel. So no, it is not the Gons logo. Regardless, I'm not a big fan of flat brims. If you do like this style of hat, then I could see why you would like this piece. It's a pretty cool, clean, essential hat. I really do like a lot of these colorways, especially that pink one or like that rose color with the orange and green. That just kind of is crazy, stands out. And I mean, in fact, I like a lot of these colors. I think a lot of these hats are pretty sick if you like this style of hat. Look at this yellow with the Charlotte Hornets like Supreme embroidery. That shit is sick. You have the Obama beanie, which I don't really care about. And then it looks like you have like a Supreme beanie. Let's see if this is, well, of course, they're all Supreme beanies, Jacob. Oh, it's the colored speckle beanie. Is it loose gauge? It is going to be a loose gauge beanie. This is the type of beanie that if you would, I don't know, if you like that style, I don't. To me, it looks like you have a bunch of Fruity Pebbles stuck in your beanie and it looks like absolute garbage. But if for whatever reason you do like that and you think it looks sick, then this would be a good beanie to acquire. It's gonna fit really nice. It's going to be a nicer fitting beanie than a lot of their other beanies because it does look like it has that loose gauge fit. Now, when I say loose gauge, I just mean how the knitting is. So if you look at the knitting on this beanie and you compare it to their New Era beanies, These beanies fit way better. New Era beanies usually fit like shit. But that's just my opinion. I also have a weirdly huge shaped head, so maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys don't have that problem. I just don't really like when the top of my beanie looks like a freaking condom, and it like, you know, I don't know. I don't like it. Now, going to news and going over some of these pieces. First of all, you have this like freaking Mike Kelley Supreme work jacket. I could see why a lot of people would like this jacket. I think this jacket actually might go. I don't really know what it's going to be valued at, but I could see this jacket actually being worth something in the future. Mind you, there is no branding, which is something to keep in mind, especially since I hate saying it, but Supreme, a lot of stuff that isn't as branded, even when it's something cool like this, isn't as appreciated. Now, I personally think this piece is sick. I may end up actually acquiring this piece. I'm not 1000% sure. I haven't quite decided yet. You have this all over print rayon shirt. I don't really care for this rayon shirt, but I do kind of like the hoodie. I think the hoodie is kind of nasty, and I don't really know if it's gonna be worth anything, but the hoodie is just, that piece goes crazy. I don't know how you would possibly style that piece. There's just so much going on, but regardless, it's a pretty crazy piece nonetheless. Also, in order to do a sublimation like that, I don't really know how the hoodie's going to fit or how it's going to compare to other Supreme hoodies. It might not have the side ribbing that a lot of Supreme hoodies have, because oftentimes when you do that all over print, obviously they can't print on the ribbing like that. You also have these work shirts. I don't really care about the rest of the stuff. The stuff that just has like a box with his artwork on it, or like these little plush toys, I'm kind of indifferent to be honest. I do kind of like the Empire State Building with the hairy balls drawn on the bottom, and then it looks like semen coming from the tip, and like a Supreme box logo. That's kind of funny, but also kind of sus. Maybe I'll buy it to sell. I do like these t-shirts that have the 4 different prints on the back, and I think the reason I like that is because I'm so used to Supreme just taking one piece of art and putting it on there, that I kind of like them switching it up and having like this like tile. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might actually end up copying all the t-shirts. I don't really know if I'm gonna cop this little hoodie. The Mike Kelley Supreme hoodie says Franklin signing the Treaty of Alliance with French officials hooded sweatshirt. That comes in 5 colors. I probably will not acquire that. You have this crew neck, which has 4 different pieces of art across the crew neck, and then on the back it has another 4 pieces with the Supreme box logo. I kind of like the crew neck, but I probably won't cop. You have this long sleeve. I hate this Supreme sleeve font that they do, this like block Supreme font. Absolutely hate it. They actually did it on one of my favorite collaborations of all time, which is the H.R. Geiger collaboration, and it's like the only thing that I hate about that collab. But anyways, I just wish Supreme would sometimes do different sleeve branding. I don't know. I just don't like it. I definitely like these t-shirts. I'm definitely going to acquire that one. The Empire State Building one I'll probably acquire to sell. I'm actually just gonna cop all these. This one, the Hiding from the Indians tee, or Hiding from Indians tee, and then these skateboards. They dropped so many freaking skateboards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skateboards on my wall. Shout out to 21 Savage. Just gave you a new little bar for your next song. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of funny that it works out where there's 8 skateboards. Anyways, yeah, these are pretty sick. I like these boards. Granted, at the end of the day, it just, all they did was take some of the artwork and put it on like a white board, but I just think it's gonna look clean having that whole set, and you know someone's wall is gonna look decked out. Not mine though, because if you look at my wall, let me just turn the camera over there. I got the little plant wall going on, so yeah, my wall is already covered. There's no way I can fit these boards anywhere on this wall. The only boards on my wall are the H.R. Geiger boards. But anyways, that is it for this Supreme collaboration. I do not really want to move the camera back, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. Make sure that you check out my Instagram. My Instagram's at the Starlife. That's TheStarrlife. I will have some fire polls on there, so make sure you go do that. I do leave to LA on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try to actually go to the store to cop some Supreme. Hopefully I'm able to acquire some goods. If you would like to see that video, of course, smash that like button, and I will gladly do just that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. I already said that. Okay, goodbye.